Howard Stern. I'm going to avoid commenting on him. Known him since our days at Boston University, where he denies knowing me, but then we put a clip up of the O'Reilly Factor where he and I discussed our time at Boston. Yeah, I just don't know. I just don't know. And I don't listen. Okay, I used to when he was funny, but now he's a different guy. And you can decide whether that's a good or bad thing. So, the Biden people are desperate to reach the American public, but they don't want to do hard news interviews. So they made a deal with Stern. And the deal was no questions on the border, inflation, Israel, protests, violent crime. No. How do I know that? Because Stern didn't ask any questions about it. Now, it is inconceivable, whether you like Stern or not, he's not stupid. You got a guy walking in and he's got all of this deficit on his sheet and you don't ask him anything about it? Even Biden mocked Stern. Go.
I do interviews with strong, independent journalists who millions of people actually listen to, like Howard Stern.
So he's mocking this guy who just interviewed him. All right, so look, I would never make a deal with anybody, and I never have in my entire career about what I ask and what I don't ask. But I'm a journalist. Stern is an entertainer. Okay, wants people to listen to him. But it makes me queasy. I have to say that. Okay, so there are a few things in the interview. Number one, Biden said he would debate Trump. We'll see. All right. I mean, the odds on that, but we'll see. Secondly, Stern is now a Democrat, I believe, from the reports that I get, but I don't know. I know he likes hanging around with Hollywood people, so you almost have to be liberal Democrat. So here, I'm going to play a couple of clips. Here's the first one. Go.
How do some of the guys that you served in the Senate with, I'm talking about Republicans.
They don't.
How do they not, how are they going along with this?
Well, I don't think, look, this is not your father's Republican Party.
No, it isn't.
Okay, so it's, that was all about Trump and January 6th. The Democrats continue to say that Donald Trump wanted and caused the riot on January 6th at the nation's capital. That's what they say. And that's what Stern would add. How can Republicans go along with that? Well, okay. You know, I mean, we'll see. I don't think that trial's ever going to happen, by the way, but if it does, we'll see. The second one, again, well, just roll it.
Did you ever think you'd live in an America where Republicans are for Putin? I mean, no. I bang my head against the wall. Thank God you got the whole, the Ukraine aid. I mean, who the hell?
So Republicans are not for Putin? I don't know one Republican legislator who's for Putin. Do you? I mean, they say Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene is for Putin, but I just think she's for herself and wants to get attention and will say anything. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she loves Putin. I don't know. I haven't seen that. Certainly she doesn't want to give any aid to Ukraine. That's fair. But even in that category, most Republicans voted for aid for Ukraine. So there's Stern going, well, Republicans are for Putin. What is that? But the next soundbite is the one that is what they call the tell, T-E-L-L. This is another softball question. Roll it.
Who do you think was the greatest president of all time? I have an answer for this, but I want to hear yours.
Well, I think Jefferson was one of my favorite presidents of all time. But also there were people who came along in periods. I think the fact that Roosevelt, came when he did, and the way he did, and the way he stood up. I hope you come to my office one day. I sat in that Oval Office for 8 years with Barack every morning at 9 o'clock. And and before that, I was chairman of Foreign Relations.
What does that mean? He's just babbling. Number one, Jefferson was not even close to being the greatest president. Number two, Roosevelt came along and did what he did. What did he do? I play that soundbite for one reason and one reason only. Biden could not answer that question. As soft as it was, he could not answer it because he doesn't have the grasp. He doesn't know what Thomas Jefferson did or didn't do. He doesn't know what Roosevelt did or didn't do. He is in cognitive decline. He can't. I hope you come to my office. I was on the Senate committee. What? I mean, really, it's sad. Everything is expensive these days, you know that. The government is printing trillions of dollars and consumer prices higher than ever. If the government continues its printing and spending, the dollar could continue its free fall and lose its coveted role as the world reserve currency. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But there are a few things you can do right now. American Hartford Gold can show you how to protect your money, your retirement, your hard-earned savings against inflation by helping you diversify a portion of your portfolio into physical gold and silver. Start with a short phone call, and they can have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your 401k or IRA. So please call or text them right now. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you. Call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Again, that's 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.